beautiful. Well done. Now, Abigail, could you tell that not everybody in the audience is fluent in German, not everyone. So could you tell them what the song is about? Yeah.
It's about, it's saying, you are tranquility and peace mild. I dedicate to you my eyes, my heart, as a dwelling place for you. The vision in your eyes is so bright to me.
I don't think probably if I asked this gentleman what this song is about, he would be able to tell me. And it's not his fault. If people don't understand what you're saying, it's not their fault. Do you realize? Always that's true. If people don't understand, or if you don't understand what somebody's saying, it's not your fault. It's always their fault. So can you be sure that you really care that this gentleman knows what the song is about?
So the song is about intimacy and
intimacy. Did you say intimacy? That's beautiful. Great.
Maybe between two people or whatever whatever brings you peace and brings you to that quiet place, and about love and devotion.
Yeah, that gives us some idea. There are two people. There are usually two people. And in this case, there are two people. One of them is in despair, and the other brings light and pleasure and love. And the one who's in despair is offering a prayer to the person who is bringing light and love, pleading with her to come into his life. Right? And it's a plea from the bottom of his heart. Or her heart, it doesn't matter which one, okay, you understand? So the sadness, this is always the case in Schubert, and it's true of Mahler too, but it's particularly true of Schubert, that even in the most cheerful music, it's always sad. Right? There's always a sadness there, and although this appears on the surface to be full of love and surface calm about peace and joy and so on, underneath the surface is something very traumatic, actually. And so in the crucial verse, drive other pain out of this breast. She's asking this person, drive the pain that I'm feeling out of my breast. May my heart be full with your pleasure. May my heart be full with your pleasure. I depend on you. And then in the final verse, he says, the tabernacle of my eyes, the tent of my eyes, by your radiance alone is illuminated. It's only when you're there to illuminate my heart that I can have radiance in my life. Without you, it's darkness. And then she says finally, oh, fill it completely. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it's a great outpouring of love for this person, and desire and hope, and just so. All right, you got it now, what it's about? Great. Now, here's the problem. Your pianist is, everything depends on the pianist, right? Because you're playing a very square, very straight, and I don't want to make fun of it, but it's a little bit like Gilbert and Sullivan. You know what I mean? It just jump up a bit. So you have yum bum 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 bim bim bum bim bum bim bum bim. It's too square.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to give you a clue for the rest of your life. All romantic music is in one. That may not be true, but it's true enough. All right, it's true enough for this situation. So if that's okay, this is 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying you're playing like that, but it's in that direction. If it's all in one, See, this bar is joined with that one. And Schubert even helps by writing a slur over the two bars, doesn't he? He does it here too. And then this finishes, and now and now enables you to be very free with the 16ths, okay? You can be very free. Should we try that? I want you to notice the body has become much freer. Her body has suddenly begun to be free. And what I call one buttock playing. One buttock is where you, one buttock or the other buttock is fine. So now, let me recommend to you that you play it one fraction faster so, listen, so that it will sound slower. Play it faster so that it will sound slower. Do you understand that? Because if you're playing it not fast enough, it'll be da 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 da. If you play a little faster, it'll be da da dee da 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 dee, and you'll hear a larger impulse. You'll hear a bar instead of a note. All right. So a little faster. All right. Beautiful. But because this feeling is very deep felt and very tender and very sad, he marks it pianissimo. So can you do that and very soft? This is a hard piano to deal with, I understand. But like, did you hear me say about that pianist, like a fish? Yeah. Oh, just very, very soft. Yes. See, already we're in that mood. You've created that beautiful mood for her. Isn't that great? That's beautiful. And now there's another thing, which is, this is an accompanying voice, maybe a viola. This is a cello, this is the main voice. So if you can voice it in such a way that this, like a beautiful cello. Here we try. Yeah, this is a little square. Can I just show you one last thing? If you make this a little more flexible, this a little bit. It's hardly move. Now, you're a pianist, I'm not a pianist, but it has nothing to do with piano technique. It has to do with wanting it enough. If you really want to... as you can, one in a bar. Cello, cello, cello. Yeah, one line. Okay, now you have a big issue which I want to take with you. You do not sing the notes that Schubert wrote. You cut them short. and that your job is to sing what he wrote. Okay, so keep the line. Where do we? Is it here? No. Yeah, here. So look at this. That's a very long note, and you cut it way short. Yeah. Yeah, the breath. Well, you know, I'll tell you something very funny. My father was a lawyer in a small town in Germany called Erfurt. And one day he was sitting in his law office, and the soprano from the local opera house, because you know, in Germany, every town had an opera house. And in Erfurt, there was an opera house. And the soprano came to his office one day in a state of apoplectic fury. She wanted to take a libel action suit against the local music critic. Oh, my father said, why? He said, well, this fool, this nincompoop, this idiot wrote in the paper that I can't sing the Queen of the Night aria. Does he think that if I could sing it, I'd be here in Erfurt? I'd be in Vienna. Right? So we had in our home, we had in a home, if somebody said something like that, my father would just say, Vienna. Vienna. You wouldn't be here if you could do this. You understand that? You'd be out in the world. But this is to try for, all right, to really attempt to hold those notes full length. So you set her up beautifully, and you can help her very much by playing a little bit faster, because then she doesn't have such a long time to play. One in a bar, can I, let's push it really into, jump up a moment. Let me just push it to one in a bar, look. You did it. You did it. Brilliant. That was great. That was great. Now, mind you, I was helping you, all right? Because I was thinking about your breath, and I was moving it along to help you. All right, here we go. Once again. Actually, it's not difficult at all, isn't that interesting? It was beautiful. You do need a pianist who understands that it's one in a bar, because if it's too slow, you really can't keep that going. But that was really very beautiful. I was just in Malaysia, and we did the Mahler Second Symphony with a choir of 120 young Malaysians. And it was very interesting because they had a coach who worked for 3 months on getting their German pronunciation. And it was fascinating because he told me most of the German sounds don't exist in Malaysian, in Chinese. They don't exist. So he had to teach them from the ground, like they were babies. Every sound had to be created. And you need some work on your German sounds. Do you have a German coach? Yeah. You do, great. Give yourself to the German coach with all your heart, because there are many words you're not pronouncing in a German way, and that's your job, to learn to sing those things. But that was much better. Should we try one more time? Just give her the upbeat, and then she's going to come in Du bist die Ruhe. Ruhe, Ruhe. Can you say Ruhe? Yeah, it's getting there. Ruhe. It's the ooh sound. Ooh, like moo, like a cow. Moo, moo, Ruhe. Du, mu, no, not mu, Ruhe. Du bist der Ruhe. All right, should we try that? Du bist die Ruhe. So, upbeat. Yeah. Sehnsucht is longing. your longing. So you give me peace, you quiet my longing. Underneath this quiet surface is deep despair. Right? So if you feel that deep despair, and part of it comes from singing very softly. When somebody sings with that kind of intensity very softly, we feel the deep sadness of it. Right? So 4 notes. Voll Lust und Schmerz, from love and pain, right? Those words are so powerful. Can I just say one general thing to you? So a lot of singers do that. They sing as if there was a dot in the wall that they're trying to follow, like this. But actually, when you think of it, you've got an audience in front of you. There are actual people out here. So do you think you could sing in such a way that you actually communicate with the people in the room? Because they have deep feelings too, and you're trying to connect with their deep feelings. You're trying to remind them of love lost or of deep pain that they can't resolve. And so, like a priest, speak to the audience. Can you do that? Try that. Beautiful. It's coming along. It's coming very well. 4 notes. Oh, I'm so happy you sang that note right to the end. It was such a relief. Because before you stopped every note, and a part of it comes from the piano's moving now. Isn't that nice? Good. Now you're actually saying to this young person, please come to me and close the door. What he's saying is, come live with me. Come live with me. And close quietly behind you the gates. So this is an invitation. Please come and join me. I need you in my life. All right, so should we just do the accompaniment to that? That's very notey. Don't play notey. Make it. There we go. Please come. Can you convey to them what you're feeling? Take away the pain and suffering that I'm feeling. It's actually treib means to drive away the pain out of this breast. and fill my heart with pleasure. Can you get that feeling into your voice, into the sadness of your voice, even in pianissimo? It's fascinating. Schubert often asks us to do that. The deepest pain expressed in the softest possible voice. It's very hard to do. Only the greatest singers can do that, but it's something to try for. Beautiful. So let's do Kehr ein bei mir. Come, live with me. Be with me, please. Come live with me, and close quietly behind you the gates. And take away, drive away the pain out of my breast. Beautiful idea, isn't it? Should we try the upbeat again? Two notey. Can I just suggest you move it a little bit more? And then it'll be one whole phrase. Now. That's beautiful what you just that's really beautiful what you did. You were talking about pleasure, and yet our eyes were streaming with tears. Always the way with Schubert. Heartbreakingly beautiful. And you had a beautiful voice, and you were holding sostenuto through the notes. It was great. Yeah, hard to do, isn't it? This is very hard, but you're on the way. Get inside the words, get inside the idea, and then you'll be able to reveal it. So one more time, we're going to do this verse, and then we're going to go on. And this time, when you transform from talking about the pain and drive the pain out of my breast, you're saying, may my heart be full of your pleasure. Right. Isn't that amazing? This person understands that the other person is the source of her joy, her happiness, her even life. Right? An amazing idea. It's a beautiful idea. And you're touched by that idea. It's very beautiful. Now put it in the music. Okay, so one more time. Move it as much as possible. Yes. Now. Oh, that's a very important note, because till now it's always been, and this time is, the sadness. So make something special of that. So 2 bars before that. Now Schubert asks you something to very extraordinary there. Forte all the way through, right until the end. And you can help her by playing not in 3, but in 1. My eyes are filled by your radiance. Only by your radiance are my eyes filled. And then she says, fill it completely. And that's her way of demonstrating filling it completely. And my suggestion is you make it, I can't remember the notes. Like, that's it. Like, as big as you can. Huge. So oh, that's so sad. And you hold it right to the end forte. But you have to move in order to enable her to do that. Yeah, now D's out. Yeah. No, she's going to wait. She's going to do 1 bar before. Now. A little applause, please. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's very interesting. The applause actually isn't for you, it's for them. They're saying, thank you for taking us to that place where we realize that our joy comes from somebody else's love. That's an amazing idea, and this is a beautiful musical representation of that. Isn't that amazing? Should we do it one more time? And save yourself until the end of the A flat is the biggest moment of all. And then he gives you a whole bar in which for that sound to resonate in the silence. Here we go. 1 bar before. Where is he? Yeah, here. Yeah, that's right. But be sure, don't be in 3. Ba, bi, ba, bi, dum, bi, dum. Bravo. Beautiful. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. So there are 2 real things that I want to leave you with. One is that the song always comes from the words, from the experience. And you have to experience the words and allow the music to color the words. Because Schubert and all those great composers like Schumann and Wolf and Brahms and all these people, they took poems that they loved. And Schubert loved Rückert. He loved the songs of Rückert. So did Mahler. Mahler wrote the Kindertotenlieder, you know, the songs of the death of children. Rückert lost 2 children. He wrote 400 poems on the death of children. I mean, that's how deeply he felt about this. And Mahler took that. Schubert took several songs of Rückert. He loved that. And then he created these poems in music. And you have to come from the words. That's the first thing. And the other thing is to make sure that the pianist understands that this is not about 16th notes. It's about one beat per bar. And that's what makes that phrase possible at the end. Because you notice how much she was moving. It made it possible for you to sing it. So those are two very, very crucial things. Great. I think that's enough because we have other people to play. But well done. Beautiful. Great. Thank you.